All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the brand new episode of Pastrami Nation's Break Therapy. I'm Kevin, and hanging out with me today is the co-founder of Pastrami Nation himself, Mr. Jason Smith. How you doing today, sir?
Good. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Um, and of course, Christian, Godfather of Toys, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Let's see how long you guys will be able to see me.
yeah. Yeah, he might drop out, but I'm sure our viewers are used to that by now.
Oh yeah.
Christian popping in and out, and that's completely fine. And I do notice I'm the only one without a hat today. I figure, you know, I
Well, it's
don't
only
have
because my hair's a mess. So
right.
Mine too.
You know, I don't have much hair left. I'm using the hair that I have left. I got to show off what I got. It's just gonna be one of those things for a few more years at least. So might as well. But anyways, guys, thank you all for joining us. As always, please like the show if you can share it. That'd be awesome too. Today on Brick Therapy, we're just gonna be talking about some stuff we've been working on, a couple new sets that came out, and kind of what we're excited about and stuff like that. Kind of what's coming up and things like that. I was going to say there was something else I was going to say. I can't remember what it was. I was watching the Golden Globes, and my brain's all kind of fried because I'm wondering who's going to win all these awards.
Have they announced it yet?
Not yet. They haven't announced it yet. I told my wife though that if Everything Everywhere All at Once does not win Best Picture, I will burn the house down. So,
well, I did see
she'll let me know.
It has to.
Somebody won for Best Supporting Actor, so that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So congratulations to Ki. I want to butcher his name.
Yeah.
Ki Hui Kwan.
Yeah. And Michelle Yeoh won for Best Actress.
For Best Actress.
Yes.
Which is excellent.
Awesome.
So it's on the good trajectory. I've heard that it's between her. It's gonna be between her and Kate Blanchett this year for Best Actress for Tar, which I haven't seen Tar yet, but
Right.
I'm pretty excited to see that. But anyways, RRR is getting some love too. I love RRR so much. It's one of my favorite movies of last year. Won Best Original Song, so I'm pretty stoked for that. Cool. Gosh, I love that movie. But anyways, let's talk Lego, man. Let's talk Legos. What have you guys been working on? What have you guys been doing? You guys buy any new sets or anything? Or getting any new sets lately?
I was supposed to go today and pick up some new stuff, but the weather out here is just miserable. And
is it?
I'm kind of glad I didn't go because, I have a friend who left San Bernardino getting on the 215 to the 15, and as of 6 something, he was still stuck in traffic because rain and accidents. So I'm sure glad I held off on going to my Lego run.
Right.
So probably tomorrow or maybe Thursday when the weather's better. But I started building my Stratocaster, the guitar, finally.
Oh, cool.
And then I decided to go with the black version because
nice.
Yeah, it's the red one pops, but then the black one, I kind of had this vision of I want to have my music shelf over there where I'll have the black one would go so nice next to the jazz quartet, which I'm going to build eventually.
Right.
And I kind of got plans. I want to do the piano, that's that. I think that would be one of the bigger challenges. Just have a music kind of themed shelf,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would be awesome. That grand piano is really, really cool. It's all
yes.
You have the app and everything, and you can have it play certain music and stuff. It's actually really, really neat. I love it.
It scares me to think that just watching people build it and stuff. I'm like, this will be a challenge for sure.
It's a challenging build. I mean, even just the small one for the jazz quartet.
Yeah,
it was a pretty interesting build. I never built anything like it, so it wasn't obviously nearly as intricate as the big one. But it was a cool build. What about you, Christian? What have you been working on?
I'm still not building anything. I still have that Andor set that I got that I haven't started building yet. But I've been on the hunt for the Skyline, the GTR 34. I haven't made my way to a Lego store yet, but I'm still trying to keep. And also, I don't know if you guys have been to a Target or whatever recently, but it feels like they're understocked on them.
Completely. Oh, they're wiped out.
Yeah,
it's bad. That's what I was looking for at Target this morning too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on that thing because that's a pretty sweet. I've seen some reviews on it. It looks like there's always going to be compromises when it comes to,
of course,
building a car at that scale. But they've gotten better And I really like the charger, Dom's charger. So it'll obviously be a really nice companion. But I have the R35, the old GTR, or like the older,
Nice.
newer GTR. So that'll look nice next to that as well.
Cool.
But yeah, there's a lot. I feel like I'm playing catch up with last year still, as far
Same
as
here.
sets. So,
Oh yeah,
too,
I'm still
too many and too fast.
Yeah,
way
everything just
too
dumped
fast.
all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
What about you, Kevin? I see something in the corner of your screen there.
This guy? I'm still working on it. It's my the question block. This guy's really cool, actually. It's got some pretty cool. Got a little hidden Bowser in there.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, still working on this guy. Just kind of taking it slow. This guy's been actually really, really fun to build. I built like the first little like land for it.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty cool. Of course, it's going to go on the outside of it. It's going to pop up. It's this whole mechanism. It actually looks really, really cool. I haven't actually seen it displayed before, so I'm pretty excited to check it out and kind of see what it's like. I also got the Mickey and Minnie in finally. That came in yesterday. Haven't even took it out of the shipping box yet, so it's still just kind of sitting there. So I'm excited to start on that one as soon as I'm done with this one. But yeah, those are the two. We still haven't even touched Diagon Alley yet.
I hear you.
Being lazy about that one. That's a big set too. Like my wife was waiting till she got done with school for a few weeks before she started again. She ended school in December, and then she had to start school again yesterday. So we didn't really get a chance to do it. We kind of forgot about it. Not forgot about it, but life, holidays, and all that stuff kind of took over. So we didn't really have much time to do it. But we're excited to dig into it once we do. So yeah. And also, I don't know if I showed that, but we also have this guy is free with purchase.
That's so cool.
Nice.
Of $190 or more. You get this, and you also get the if you're a VIP member, you get the Lunar New Year set, which is one of those little bag,
Oh, nice.
Little
poly bag.
Yeah, I let my nephew have it because he saw it and wanted it. I was like, cool, you can have that one. But he wasn't taking my Blacktron Cruiser. That was not happening. But yeah, man. That's basically what I've been doing, what I've been working on lately. Looking forward to a few sets kind of coming out. Well, not coming out, that are already out. Like you said, Christian, we're still kind of catching up with everything, right? Like, just trying to stay on top of it. And right now I'm kind of in that zone where I'm trying to get all the sets I want before the ones that are closer to retiring.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like kind of going through a lot of those, like this Mickey and Minnie one was a huge one. I still wish I got the Stranger Things one when it came out.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if that's officially retired yet, but I know it's like pretty much done being produced and stuff. So
it's my Voltron.
Yeah.
Well, Voltron's my Voltron too. So
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Voltron is like
such a bummer.
God. I held that twice.
You can get the Stranger Things one for $549.99 on eBay.
Oh, incredibly low price.
What was that retail when it originally came out?
200, I think, right?
I think it was 200. Yeah,
something like that.
I think it was 200.
Not too bad of a hit.
486 on Amazon.
Oh, it's a steal.
486.93. Yeah, right. I mean, comparatively, yeah.
Legos.
But yeah, it was either that one. I've told the story before, but it was either that one or the Ecto one. I ended up getting the Ecto one instead.
It's a good choice, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any regrets about that. That is a really, really cool set. So I'm hoping. We were at the Lego store when we bought all the stuff, and we were talking to the gentleman who works there, who was essentially guarding the door, let certain people in, a certain amount of people, whatever. And someone had asked him about Stranger Things. They're like, are they going to be coming out with any new sets or anything? And he was talking about how, I guess there was some internal thing or something or whatever, but from the last season, because they don't generally veer towards rated R type stuff, but the last season got pretty bloody and pretty brutal. So they don't know if there's going to be any more Stranger Things Lego sets. So So who knows, man? Who really knows? But hopefully we see something in the future.
Yeah. I
I
was really hoping to see that Cadillac from Scarface, but I guess that doesn't.
Right, that's
like...
fortunately it's not in the card. You know, I was hoping for a full size, human centipede model, but apparently that's not happening. Doesn't seem to be in the cards. So, so yeah, I mean, who knows? But anyways, that's a set that I really, really wish I had gotten, but didn't. So
one of life's regrets.
One of life's regrets. Yeah. So yeah, I did kind of want to show off this this newer set that came out. There's the I don't want to blow this name, Hakusai, the Great Wave, which is a really, really cool art piece. It's a lot different than like the Starry Night or any of the other art pieces that they've done. Let me go ahead and pick it up here real quick. You guys can speak amongst yourselves for a second.
Yeah, I saw this. I wasn't sure if it was rumored when they first announced it, but seeing it officially now.
Yeah,
and it's actually really affordable too.
It is. It's only $100 at how many pieces? Oh, only, but $100. Yeah. It's 1,810 pieces. It's actually a pretty good price for that amount of pieces. You get a pretty good deal there. Set's really, really cool. It's got some really, really cool. It's a combination of just like flat breaks and like a bunch of a bunch of the little circle ones and stuff.
I'm glad they did like that, instead of just all circles.
Yeah. Same.
It's like kind of in between that and the Starry Night. Like
they did the white leaves.
Yeah,
the
nice.
White. That's cool.
That's really cool. I also like how there's like a frame and matting to it too.
That's it looks beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, really well done.
Yeah, this one looks really cool. I'm excited. I'll definitely pick this one up. The Starry Night set was really, really fun to build. Probably one of the more unique sets that I've ever built. Just really, really cool. But yeah, this one's cool. I like the sky. I like all of it. It's a good one. Trying to see if there was another one. I thought, well, of course, the skyline. Everyone's waiting for the skyline.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you can ever find it. There it is. It's on back order.
Of course,
it's on back order. Let's see. It's going to be like 60 days or something.
Damn.
I'm not buying it. What are you doing? It's on back order we'll ship January 26th. Actually, that's not too bad.
No.
That front end looks like perfect. Like, God, just getting a good look at it. It's really nice.
Yeah. This guy looks really, really cool. It even comes with the minifig, which is awesome. And Eli is patiently waiting. Well, I don't know how patient he's being, but he's waiting for that one.
I think it's also kind of funny that it's one of the more iconic cars from the series, and it's from probably one of like the least favorited movies. Like the second one,
yeah.
It also has one of Paul Walker's greatest lines in any of the movies. Like when he's like, "I said, forget about it, cuz." Every time I hear it, it makes me laugh. It's the best part.
Yes,
that's great. I actually like this Quinjet too. I would actually get this Quinjet. I like the minifigs it comes with.
That's cool.
First, speaking of the MCU, did you guys see the new Ant-Man trailer?
Woo! Yes. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
It's gonna be good.
I think I was talking about that today. I think people might have forgotten, like before the Judd Apatow movies, like Paul Rudd was doing like a run of like indie dramas, for a little while.
Oh yeah.
And I think people forget and they just think of Paul Rudd as the funny guy.
I just remember him from Dinner for Schmucks.
Yeah,
Dinner for Schmucks. He was in like My Idiot Brother, which I thought was really, really good.
He was doing a lot of stuff. It'd be nice to see him do as a dramatic chops again.
Yes.
Yeah. And there was one scene in the trailer. I was watching it with Eli, and the scene with the beatdown, right, with Kang and him, and I'm like, there's no way he would like even come close. Like Scott Lang. Like I was watching it, I was like, I look at Eli, but then he's like, we both have to lose. I was like, okay, like that was one little step too far. I was like, there's no way. Like I love Scott Lang, but Scott Lang's a common criminal. He's a thief. And, he's got some chops, but like I just thought that was really funny. I was like, no, it's not happening.
Even just Paul Rudd versus Jonathan Majors is still
that was great.
That's not even a challenge, especially seeing Jonathan Majors like after Creed, like seeing the trailer for Creed, and he's like freaking like ripped. I'm like, dude, like no.
This is his year, man. He's got 3 big, huge releases coming out.
When does that Creed come out?
This March,
summer.
Okay. I think it might be. You're right. I think it's like June or July or something. Okay. Majors, I've said it a million times, but he's freaking incredible. Last Black Man in San Francisco. People need to go watch that movie because that movie is just amazing. Yeah. It's got one of the best scores too I've ever heard. Like I freaking love that movie. So
check that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's more like a drama. Like it kind of reminded me of Garden State in a way where it's not necessarily the type, more of the type of movie it is than the plot, right? So it's just more one of those kind of like day in the life kind of almost with like these little things that happen, but it's just beautifully well done and just incredible. I listen to the soundtrack like just because it's amazing. But yeah, that Ant-Man trailer looks fantastic. So I wonder what kind of sets are going to come out with that for that too.
It's going to be crazy if they're going to be doing like the quantum realm, you know.
Yeah, and you got the MODOK stuff, you know. I mean,
you know what I'd like to see is like you know how they did the big Harry Potter minifigures that you build?
Oh yeah,
Ant-Man, a big Ant-Man.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool.
That would be really cool. I've seen those giant minifigures too. Those look really cool. Like I've never built one, but they look really, really cool.
Yeah.
So
that'd be a fun piece.
Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, are there any other sets you guys are looking forward to this year? Obviously, Jason, you had mentioned the Jazz Club earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna be the one that got me into the modulars because it just looks so awesome. Like the vibrant with the yellow and the red. It's like that's actually what I was gonna go down there today and pick up, but weather didn't permit that. But I figured that'll put me over that 190 mark to get that that shuttle, the little retro black shuttle, you know.
Did you ever get because this is like the villain ship to
the spaceship, right?
Yeah, the spaceship. Yeah. Did you get that one?
I never picked up the spaceship. It's always been in the back of my mind, like right there next to the not the Mini Cooper, the Fiat, the yellow one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, those are both parked there where I see them all the time and I don't do it, you know, but like eventually, but look at the coloration on that. And there's a guy at the Vespa on it too.
Yeah.
And the little chef guy, it's like I know that once I buy one, I'm going to get sucked in.
It's a rabbit hole. I will tell you from experience. Yeah.
And this is the one I think that's going to push me to that point.
So I know like a lot of like Lego collectors that like investment collectors really look to the modular buildings because when those things retire, man, they shoot up in price. So there'll be those people like once they get close to retirement, people will buy up like 10 of them and then just sit on them to resell them. There are some like the Emporium, like really older ones from like 10 plus years ago that are going for like astronomical prices right now.
Like the Green Grocer.
Green Grocer, yeah, like that one especially. So it's crazy. But we have, I think like the oldest one we have is and I'm really happy. It's one of my favorites still is the Parisian restaurant.
Nice.
That one's pretty. Man, that was a good one.
Yeah, they just look so beautiful. Like this, it's like a Lego little world right there. Like
and you get one, and you got like, well, I need another building next to it.
See, I want that. I want that problem in my life. I
need that. That's a good. The
Jazz Club just played that tune and got me in there.
Yeah. I definitely at some point down the line I'm going to get that. So
yeah, that's a really, really cool one. It's definitely on the list. And so many on the list, and of course, it all has to come down to money too, right? Like which ones you can afford, because Lego is not very cheap.
I think I have all of them since either 2014 or 2015. We have all of them.
All the modulars,
that have released since then.
Oh, nice.
Because these aren't all of we have the other ones in like Dana's office too. So.
Nice.
That is insane.
Very addictive, and they're fun. They're a fun build for like also for like a family because you guys can split up the builds. So
yeah, I like that aspect of it too.
Yeah.
We can all kind of build our own little sets and things like that.
Yeah.
Arturo, thank you for joining us, man. How you doing?
What's
up,
up?
Arturo? How you
So
doing?
happy to see you. Thank you for joining us. We're just talking about Lego, these modular sets, how much we want them all. Christian has like a ton of them, which is awesome. Pablo, what's up, man?
What's up, Pablo?
Up? I should say.
Hey,
how's it going?
Hey,
And it's okay.
Glad you're
if you're
here.
late.
Yeah.
What matters is that you showed up.
Yes,
That's what we care about.
that's half the battle.
We really appreciate it. Have you guys been building anything? What have you guys been up to? Let us know. Let us know in the comments. It doesn't even have to be Lego related either. If you're got a new action figure, you got whatever, saw a new movie, whatever it is.
My brother hooked me up with this guy.
Hey,
it is like those like,
that's cool.
Those generic like Lego blocks, but it's their Optimus Prime and theirs also transforms. So,
oh, that's cool.
I think this will be the warm up to when I transform.
I was gonna say, is that the one you're gonna? That's the one you're gonna transform.
Yeah, I'll do that one first as a warm up before I jump into that one.
So some un Lego related news. I've got this guy finally that Fury Toys spring figure. Obviously, it's Leonardo. This thing is friggin' sweet. It scales to like the old Playmates figures, like the classic Playmates scale. But man, it's a sweet figure. I see it on Big Bad Toy Store for like over $100. Go to Frankenstein's. I got it for 70. From the boys. Oh my god, Ageless Geeks, obviously.
Yeah, those guys are great.
And then
you get that Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, I missed out. I'm so mad. I forgot about it, and then I was at Target, and I'm like, oh crap! And I went on, and the only one that was left was the one right below the
$150 one, huh?
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me get it. And then I hesitated, and I was like, you know what? Wait, give me a second. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll get it. And then it sold out.
Yeah, same here. So. I had my second thoughts, and after my second thoughts flushed away, so did the remaining stock of those Usagis.
I know. I really regret that, but I did get this guy. This is the 6-inch plus Shadow Ninja. It's really hard to see, but man, this thing is amazing.
That one's really cool.
It's unlicensed and everything, and he's got some size on his back. He's got his katana. It's unlicensed. I mean, it's a ninja, so it doesn't need to be licensed, but it's a small company. I've been following them for a while because they started off just doing like custom parts for like the Mezco figures. But yeah, and they're out like producing their own figures now. It's really good. $70 also. Ageless Geeks.
What about those Mezco turtles? Did you pull the trigger on that?
No, $400. I mean,
it's $100 a turtle.
It's $100. Did you?
I'm having my thoughts because like the facial expressions are what sells me.
Yeah,
the face on that Michelangelo is priceless.
Yeah,
one that's like, huh?
They all have like each one of them have at least like one head that I'm like yes.
Yep. That's what's doing it for me.
It's hard for me to pull the trigger because I'm all in on like anything NECA at this point. So and I have picked up some. I have like the 4 turtles from Super 7. Not really too much Playmate stuff, but I don't know if I do the Mezco thing. It's just space, man. Like I was telling my friend, like, I mean, this looks like crazy right now, but what you can't see is how crazy this desk is immediately off camera. Like right off camera is a mess. So and there's still a mess in camera. So I got to figure this out before.
The dark side of toy collecting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really dark.
Yes.
Yeah. Arturo says, waiting for my order from Hot Topic. Got the soda can figure of NASA Man and Fix It Felix. Very cool.
I got the NASA one. I found one at Hot Topic. Didn't get the chase though.
Right. Of which one?
The little astronaut.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I don't even know what the chase one. I think it was a gold one or something, but I just got the regular old boring one.
I've been seeing, and this has been going on for like a year now, but like NASA has been like trending as like fashionable. Like there are people that like only wear like NASA shirts and NASA sweaters and like will always have at least like a NASA enamel pin on them. And I think I'm just old and like I don't get it. I mean, NASA's cool. Who doesn't like space? But like, I don't know.
I have seen there's this NASA jacket. I can't remember where I saw it, and I had to have it, but it was like $400.
Oh,
I think that's the same one I saw.
Maybe like they had this. I don't remember where we were. Gosh, it was a store, but they had a whole section of NASA stuff, and it's just so cool. I don't know if it's just like the inner child in me, or just like I like space stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I like like UFOs, and I like
Right.
all that stuff. This stuff fascinates me. And I think that's also where it comes from, just a lot of that childlike wonder, right? Like that's why we all
Yeah.
build Lego too, because it's
The
fun. It kind of-
retroness of it, you know?
yeah, the
Yeah.
retroness and things like that. I've been wanting to get that's another Lego set I want to get on before it retires, is the shuttle. The shuttle.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. It's like $100. It's a pretty
Right. Yeah.
decent size set. That one would be really, really cool to get.
Yeah. There's a couple of shuttles because there's like I can't remember the name of them, but there's like the 80s, 90s one, and then there's also the one from the 60s.
Yeah,
there's a new shuttle coming out, a little mini one, if it's not out already. It's like a $20 one, the black and white one.
That's
I saw that. That was one of the ones that caught my eye.
Yeah,
that is cool. That is really cool. Gosh, now it's gonna bother me. I don't remember where we were.
Oh man.
Was it the gray jacket that was $400?
I think so. Yeah, it was like a gray.
I saw the same one. I was like, oh, cool. Price tag turned me
It
off.
was really cool. Then I saw the price and I was like, not so cool anymore.
Oh, they were all trying to help me. Can I help you find anything, sir? Because they thought I was this rich guy going to buy this 400. Once I saw the price, I'm like, I'm good.
I think that's the thing.
That was what is the name of that store? It's in a mall.
Yeah, it was in a mall. I can't remember.
Is it Box Lunch or is it?
No, it wasn't Box Lunch. It was something. Not super. Something had like a catchy name.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if it's the same one, but
it'll hit me once I remember the name.
Yeah,
I've seen those kind of stores. Like I saw one in Vegas, and then this one was in down the hill. And I was
yeah.
No. It'll hit me.
Christian?
I totally understand the hesitation of pulling the trigger on a $400 jacket, but it's just funny as like a toy collector. I'd be like, $400 on a jacket. I don't know. But then it's like $600 on a Hot Toy Joker. I'll take it.
Sold.
Yeah. I'll take two.
Yeah, I did that with the Titanic, right? Like,
well, at least those, they're going to be safe in their resting place that you give them.
Yeah.
You wear a $400 jacket and somebody comes along and throws up on you,
Yeah.
Then what?
That is true.
I saw that on Instagram yesterday or the other day. Somebody was wearing like $1,200 Jordans on the subway in New York, and they were just like zooming in. I'm like, I can't believe this guy's wearing this, and let alone on the subway. That's a risky venture.
Yeah. My daughter's in this phase where she's been asking us for Jordans.
Oh boy!
And I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't know who you think your parents are, but
they're expensive nowadays.
They are.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. I used to like only wear like ones, but even just getting like your mundane pair of ones would cost you like $300 now. So
the 13 was the one. I never had a Jordan in my life until I was working at McDonald's in '98, and the 13 came out, and it just caught my eye because it looked like the way it was done looked like one of those ice cream sandwiches you got at Rite Aid, and so I dubbed it the ice cream sandwich, and I had like 2 different pairs of those, but now
Eli's first pair of shoes was actually a pair of Jordans that my sister had gotten them.
Oh, nice.
Brand new, like, Jordans. And every time my daughter hears that, she's like, why don't I get Jordans? He got Jordans. I was like, well, it was a different time.
Yeah.
We only had one child we had to worry about. My sister bought them for him. So it wasn't even me.
I remember those 13s. They look like the PlayStation 5.
Yep.
They look really cool, though.
I had the red and white ones.
Speaking of PS5, Speaking of PS5, the Last of Us has been getting super good reviews, man.
Woo!
Already.
That's not out yet, is it?
Sunday.
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 Yeah, it comes out Sunday. I'll definitely be watching at least the first few episodes as I catch up with the games or with the game, because I know the first season is only going to be the first game.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch the show Ghosts?
No, I
Mm.
actually started watching the British one before they did the American version.
That's what I did. I
Um,
binge watched the British one and then jumped to
I
the
thought it was funny.
American.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I haven't watched the American one though, but
Oh.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, they both have their perks and like because there's their version of that character, and they both work. Like at first, I was like, I'm not gonna no, because once you got used to that British one, you love that humor and stuff. But the guy with no pants is funny on whichever version.
Nice. It was just like The Office, right? Like The Office had its, I remember
Yes.
watching the British one and then hearing they were going to remake it to the US version. I was kind of like, yeah, we can, because US versions always work out so well.
Yeah.
But
I think I laugh harder at that British one because the Scoutmaster with the arrow through his neck
yeah,
in the British one,
he's
he looks just
fantastic.
like Nolan's father-in-law.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh, my mom said the first thing she said was, "Oh shit, that's John." I was like, "Oh
Great.
shit, he looks like that's how Nolan's father-in-law looks, like
So I
the
have to get this done
Scoutmaster on
real
the
quick.
British Ghosts."
Just kind of finish this part real quick because I was like, it was bothering me because I was like trying to get it done all day, but I kept on going and calling. I'm like, since I'm sitting here, I'm gonna finish it. Just this part because this is gonna go inside of the box, inside of
Nice.
So
the
cool.
question box, and then it's gonna pop out, and then the other lands. I think there's three lands that are gonna pop out with it. Four, I think, actually, with the little Mario and a little Peach and some other cool stuff. So
Sweet.
That's really cool.
dude, I'm excited. The cool thing about building Lego is like you're so excited while you're building it. It's like you want to get it done, but then like once it's done, you're like, now what?
Yeah, it's
Now
it's
what?
that old chasing the dragon, as
It is.
the fiends would call it.
It is. My wife came in here yesterday and she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. She's like, you're not building, are you? I was like, yeah, I am. She's like, you're not going to have much to build. I was like, she's like, we're on a little bit of a budget now. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, I'll figure it out. I'm still selling pops and stuff to feed my addiction. So
Feed the Lego addiction. See, that's where I think the modulars would be perfect because you build one and then you figure, do I want to build a bookshop next to this or an emporium or something like that?
I need to get better shelving in my room so I can actually have like this wall is like pretty much completely empty over here. I have another wall on that side that's pretty much completely empty that I want to put those like those floating shelves on.
Yes.
So I can actually put some sets on there. I'm super, especially with the Titanic. Like I really want to display it in like all of its glory because right now it's just kind of displayed. You could see it if I move up. It's kind of displayed in like pieces, right? So you have this piece and this piece, which I think is cool and all because you kind of get a glimpse of the inside and stuff like that. But I want to display it all together. But I'm really afraid to get a floating shelf and put it on it because I'm so scared that it's going to fall or something like that.
I don't trust floating shelves. I have a floating shelf with really expensive figures on them, like 6-scale figures, and like I have a ghost, I think, and it's like the ghost is like a cat, like just like no.
That's funny.
I don't know, but yeah, I've destroyed some very expensive figures because
that terrifies me.
Stupid floating shelf.
Oh, just when you hear something like nothing scarier than the sound of heavy figure falling on a glass dissolve shelf.
I had my. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, we'll be downstairs, and then all of a sudden you just hear, and I'm like, and Dane will be like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "What do you think?" Like,
I have my
something
ring light.
expensive. I can guarantee.
Yeah.
Earlier today, I was working on something, and my ring light fell, and it hit the. I have my the Egypt set like on the couch for now, right over here, and it hit that, and like little pieces coming off, and I like freaked out. I was like in panic mode, like I didn't even want to look for a second because I was like, oh god. Eli's like in the living room. He runs in. He's like, what happened? What happened? He's like, do not move. What happened? I was like, dude, it knocked off like a couple of the little trees and stuff.
All of the Egyptian Empire.
Dude, yeah, it was. Terrified me.
Though. When we moved in here, I had already a lot of these modulars. So moving with these modulars was
oh man.
I just had to find. I found like big boxes, and then I remember I taped the corners of it down so it wouldn't slide around. Those things were like I just like one at a time in my car, like just treating them like babies. So
In the
moving out
passenger
of
seat.
this place, I don't even want to think about it. Just snap my fingers and magically teleport to the next place.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I don't even have the modular problem. I just have when we moved here from where we used to live at the townhouse, we moved to this house. I only had like a fraction of the sets I have now. So I only had like I had maybe a good like 5 or 6 like sets that I really wanted to keep intact.
Yeah.
That was the most stressful move I'd ever had in my life. It's
Yeah.
like I don't know how to like, I kind of figured it out, I basically took up one car with just all the sets. I was like, I'm taking this car, I'm just putting all the sets on the seats. The seats, the sets are going to be, I'm not going to stack them, just going to put them out. And that's what I
Yeah.
did.
Drive at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I drive much more safely with Lego sets in my car than if I had like 20 babies in the back.
Oh,
Right.
easily.
Like babies are like, I'll be fine.
I have driven safer with Lego sets in my car than with 2 babies in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fact.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, Lego is fun. Lego is fun. We love it.
Oh, I got this guy too. He's everywhere at Target now. So,
Oh,
Hudson
sweet.
action from Gargoyles.
That guy is really, really cool.
That's pretty big, too.
It's huge. I wish they came with their like wrapped around wings.
Yes,
like,
instead of just a completely spread eagle.
I know, because I'm like, where's anybody gonna? It's ridiculous. Like I don't even have them together. I have like Demona up there, and then I have Goliath up here. They're all over the place. It kind of sucks, but
Real world struggles.
yeah,
I feel you.
It's a struggle
Yeah.
us nerds have to deal with on the daily.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's okay, It's what makes us happy. It's what makes us broke, but it's also
Yeah.
what makes us happy.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a bad deal, though, huh?
But hey,
No.
I'd rather be, we're spending money on this and not, drugs.
Right.
But it's
We're
okay.
shooting it up our nose.
That's what I tell my wife all the time. I'm like, at least it's not drugs.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's like, fair enough, fair enough.
It's
Like,
my drug. It's our
my drug.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I just don't want our kids to be able to start using that when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, buy this for me or I'll start doing drugs. No.
I know.
Oh, shit.
No.
I could be doing drugs. Okay, here's your $200 Lego set.
Right.
Hello. I have a $200 a week habit.
I mean, it is true. I never did drugs. I'm not a drug guy at all. But like, if I was a teenager, I probably would have totally used that if I knew we could even possibly afford Lego sets.
Oh, yeah.
Been like,
I was
"Dad."
lucky if I afforded remember, was it the little wizard that came with the little cart and
Oh yeah,
a treasure chest? I still have
Yeah.
them somewhere, but
yeah.
it was like 28 pieces to build.
The good old days. The
Well,
good
I
old-
told you guys my Lego struggle when I told one of my aunts what I wanted for Christmas. Told her I wanted Legos, and so she turns around and gets my little brothers all the Legos I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Jeez.
thanks, Aunt.
Well, Lego are for children.
I know I was only I was an old man. I was in the 6th grade. What was
Right.
I
There
thinking?
you go. Exactly. Oh man.
And it
We love
sucks 'cause there was
Lego.
this kid in 6th grade that like had every freaking Lego. Like the hospital was a big one back then, and
Oh
there was like a race car track, and he had all of these Legos. And like here I am with my little I had a little police car that was like $3 at Toys R Us, like because that's all I could afford. And then all of a sudden, boom! Here's my younger brother's getting all these pirate ones that I put on the list to my aunt, and I'm like. And she's like, "You don't need to play with toys." I'm like, "Fuck, I'm in the 6th grade, Like, what would you rather me be doing?"
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly it. I hate Hispanic parents that say we are too old for toys and Lego. That has happened to me.
Yes.
And like my son, he's in Eli. You all know Eli. He's in 9th grade. But he still plays with toys like crazy. Like he plays action figures. Like he has these whole scenarios going on when he's
That's
playing by
awesome.
himself in his room. And I'm like, I don't have a problem with it, but then other people try to get involved and they're like, you shouldn't be playing with toys, blah blah blah. But I'm like, dude, who cares?
Leave him
Who
alone.
cares?
Yeah.
Again, he could be doing drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you did a great job.
And he's not. Yeah, exactly. I'm
That's
like, dude,
awesome.
Yeah. I've talked about it before. My parents were both collectors. You know, my mom collected a whole bunch of different things. My dad was a comic book collector. He also collected action figures and Hot Wheels. So
that's awesome, man.
It's genetic for me. I was
Yes.
raised on this. So, but I would like to think that I collect way cooler things than my dad's dorky things that he collected. So I did. You know, I grew up, you know, Southern California. But we grew up. I just going every weekend, comic book shop, just going hunting with my dad. So that was always fun.
That is really cool.
Yeah,
very
lucky. I was lucky. So
yeah, very lucky, and it's that's what I kind of like hope. That's what I loved. That's why I like doing that stuff with Eli, because he likes to go to all these things. He likes to go to the different comic book shows, comic cons, and all that stuff too. I never. When I was a kid, I never even thought that was honestly a possibility. I was like, there's Comic Cons and people can go to those?
We used to read about that in like Wizard magazine, remember?
Yeah.
That
was the closest I ever got. And
oh, yeah.
My dad has the first 50 issues of Wizard magazine collected too.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, really?
That's how far back. Yeah, it's crazy. But awesome. He would also take me to like auto shows, the LA Auto Show every year when I was a kid. So
I
grew up on cards
really
too,
cool.
like Dodger games, Laker games all the time. So anyway, I was lucky. I was fortunate.
You had an awesome childhood.
Yeah,
I try to support Eli with that kind of stuff too, because I'm not, to be 100% honest with you, we were in line waiting for the Skyline, and the dude was talking about I used the actual model number of the car and stuff, and he said Skyline. I didn't know it was called the Skyline. The only thing I knew was a Fast and the Furious Nissan from Paul Walker.
Yeah,
and the dude's talking to me, and Eli's getting it. Eli's got it. He's like talking about it and stuff, and I'm like, wait, I was like, when does that one come out? And Eli looks at me. He's like, it's the Skyline. I was like, oh,
whoops,
sorry. But he loves cars and everything.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's confusing because it's a Nissan GTR R34 Skyline.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah. There's so many different
I was like, I'm just waiting for the Skyline. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's kind of to a lot of like import guys that are into like the Asian car scene. It's like the renowned car that they're not legal here in the States. Not until the R35, and so the R34 has to be imported in, and you have to go through like a lot of like hoopla to get it imported.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's also just really cool because it's like right side steering wheel.
Yes.
Which is really cool. But yeah, it's a sweet car.
Lego cars just get me,
Yeah.
Like that Camaro is also on my list.
What's that?
The Camaro.
Oh, the Camaro. Really cool.
Yeah.
And the Porsche resurfaced, the white Porsche. Like, Lego, stop it,
Yeah. I'm left-handed. So I always thought when I was a kid that I would want a car like that. My goal when I was younger was to buy like an old mailman Jeep, because those are right side driving, but I've never driven one.
Yeah, right side. I've always wondered about it. I don't know if I ever could. I'd be terrified.
Yeah, there's
those mailman trucks are right side.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah.
That seems
Godzilla. Also known as Godzilla.
Yes.
It's funny, like the naming for like Nissans, like especially back in like the 70s, like there's like I know everybody just like will know it as like the Z. Like there's like the Z350 or whatever, but yeah, it was like called the Fair Lady.
Yes.
And then there was another one. I think it might have actually been that same one that was named like I forgot, they called it like the Nancy and Mary or something like that. It was like a couple's name, but it was from like the commercial in the 70s. There was like a couple driving the car, and it was like basically like kind of named after that, which is really funny. But yeah, I don't know. I grew up on Hondas. My dad always had a Honda, so I always like my car now is the first non-Honda car that I've ever owned.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
nice.
Yeah, I have a Subaru Outback now.
Hey,
Oh.
nice.
Yeah,
We have a Subaru Forester.
yeah, those are nice.
I love that car so much.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I love my
Such a nice car.
little family car that police ignore me. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's great.
Exactly. It's nice. But yeah, I was the same way. I grew up actually. It's funny because I grew up around cars, right? I grew up like my grandpa was a mechanic. Like he built cars from scratch. Like he did all these things. My dad knows everything about cars. My dad was one of those people though who like if you're helping him with the car, like very like yelled a lot, like
My dad too.
yeah. So it like honestly like kind of turned me off of it. I was kind of like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna go make movies, which obviously came true. But that was kind of like
Right.
my way of thinking. I was like, I want to be a writer, be an animator. I want to do anything but deal with cars.
Yes, my
Uh,
dad turned me away from mechanic work. Like,
Yeah.
and I like to work on what I used to have Hondas that I raced out, but like my dad turned me off from doing that like mainstream just because seeing how he acted,
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Bob.
I mean, I was that kid where I was like, here, can you come over here, hold the flashlight for me? And I'd be like, immediately like,
Yes. Same.
Yep.
and then he's like, you're holding it too low. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
And
same
so
here.
I just keep like dipping. That was my memory of being in that engine.
Absolutely.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Pet Boys and all those were kind of boring back
Yeah.
then, like when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy,
Yeah.
we're going to Chief Auto Parts. Yay, me.
Yeah, I hated all of that.
Yes.
But look at us. We're hosting a Lego podcast talking about Lego now,
Yeah.
which you can't complain about. But yeah, yeah, I think that's about. Did you guys have anything else you guys wanted to talk about today?
Well, I do got a giveaway.
More of a laid back show today.
let's
I
see.
love it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find my wheel on here.
What are we
There it
giving
is.
away?
For all who do we got here? All two of you guys.
But the two people that we love the most.
Yes.
That's okay.
Let me edit this wheel.
What do we got on the prize for today?
Oh, did a little picking some flowers.
Oh, cool.
Oh, those are cool.
One of you guys is getting Lego sunflowers.
That's actually really
Must be
cool.
you.
I haven't done any of the botanical or the flower sets or anything. Very
Same.
curious about them.
I think if I'm gonna do something like that, it's gonna be the bonsai tree.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Yeah. So Pablo and Arturo.
Our
Let's see.
MVPs.
Here we go, guys.
Fingers crossed for one of you guys.
Heyo.
Pablo.
Pablo.
Congratulations.
You're now the owner of some Lego sunflowers.
That is awesome. Congratulations. We are very excited.
They're really cool, though. You look at it.
Yeah,
Like,
they are really cool.
like I build one of these myself. Like eventually, it's just I haven't built like anything else I've bought really until I started my guitar like a couple days ago.
100, dude. It's like I love getting sucked into it, and then I love like making the process last as long as possible without actually just like I'll do maybe a bag a day or something. But then you want more, right? Then you want to keep on doing more and stuff like that. I lied. I do have one flower, but my daughter built it.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, she actually built it. It's actually it's one of the smaller ones. I think it was like a free set, maybe. Let's see.
Oh, sweet.
It's right over here.
I think if they start giving us some like Venus flytraps and stuff,
Oh, that'd be
Right.
cool.
something badass like a piranha plant from Mario would be cool.
Dude, that would be awesome. It's just one of these guys. This
Oh,
little,
nice.
That's nice.
it came with a little butterfly.
Pretty cool.
I let her have it, and I come into my room one day, and it's just sitting on my desk. She gets
That's,
Oh,
that's
nice.
sweet.
I was like, oh, like thank you.
That's really cool.
So yeah, that one. But yeah, guys, congratulations, Pablo. We are very excited for you to build that with your daughter. That's actually a really, really cool activity. I love doing that with my kids too.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you guys for joining us as always, man. We truly, truly appreciated. Remember to visit, and subscribe to Pastrami. If you're not already, well, I'm sure you guys already follow and are friends with Pastrami Nation, but you can find them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. what's Pinterest is doing really well there, and on Twitch. They're doing stuff on
MySpace.
Twitch, which is really cool. MySpace, all that stuff. You can also find us at our usual places, Kevin_Hoskinson at all that other stuff, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Jason, you can find him on Instagram, find him on Facebook, find him on MySpace, find him on Friendster, find him wherever.
America
and Christian,
Online.
of course, America Online. Of course, you can find Christian all those places as well. You can find him.
Yep.
Christian, what was your handle again? Just Christian Nacorda.
Just Christian Nacorda, no space. I haven't been active for like this whole break, but I think it's weird when I'm like super busy. I find myself like painting a lot, and then when I have all the time in the world, I just don't.
Of course,
that's weird.
That's me.
Yeah,
that's
so
how it
I'll
always works.
hopefully start posting soon again.
Cool.
Yeah, same.
We're excited to see your stuff, man. So
Thank you.
definitely post away because we love to see. Excuse me, I got the hiccups now apparently. So,
Nice.
but thank you guys for joining us, and we really appreciate it. And remember, join us every week on Tuesday at 7. Next week is the Pastrami Nation podcast, where I'm sure there'll be a lot of stuff to talk about. So we're going to be talking about stuff. What's it? Last of Us? Yes, it comes out Sunday. So hopefully we'll be able to watch it by then and take care of it. That's true. That is very true. All right, you guys. Until next time, have a good night and stay bricky. Stay bricky. I'm going to start using that. That's my new catchphrase. Stay bricky.
Stay bricky.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, guys.